Welcome to another conversation about graduate school admission. And today, I want to talk about when should you start applying to graduate school.
Whoa, whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come.
So, when is the best time to start applying to graduate school? And straight to the point, I would say you need to start thinking if you want to, go into graduate program or master's or PhD program. You want to start thinking about it while you're still in school. So I would say for people who want to go for master's program, you want to start thinking about this when you're still maybe in your final year. So you want to start thinking about this. You want to start looking out for schools. You want to start talking to your supervisor, your thesis or final project supervisor, or your HOD, head of department, about your plans to study abroad. And you want to do this strategically because you need these people to write reference for you, and which is very important. Thinking about recommendation letters, there are people that can actually speak about your academic performance, and you want to start thinking about this. And there's nothing stopping you from applying to graduate school while you're still in school. I've got a couple of people that got admission while they're still in their final years, and they had to transfer their credit to the school, or immediately upon graduation, you just tell the school when you are ready to join the program, and you get your admission. So there's nothing stopping you. It's something you should know. I didn't know this when I was still in school, so it's good to know that you can actually start applying while you're in final year. So make sure your transcripts are good, and your school is ready to send out your transcripts, and you can use that transcript to actually apply. And if you're going for a PhD program, I think the best time to start applying to graduate program is when you are writing your thesis or your dissertation, or as the case may be. So while you're working on your project, you already know what you want to do. You're already working on it. You're already writing a literature review, or you're already collecting data, and you know that you want to do this further. So you want to start contacting professors or applying to potential schools abroad. Thinking about if they are willing to hire you. This is what you have done, and it's easier for you to transition after that. And I will always advise that maximum 2 years after graduation, whether it is bachelor's program or master's program, don't wait more than 2 years, because the thing about graduate school admission is that you're competing with a lot of students from other schools, other countries who have done great works, and they look at a lot of things, and they want to hire somebody. I always say graduate school, especially PhD, is a job. So you want to think about it this way. Nobody wants to hire somebody who have probably forgotten everything he has learned during school. For example, you study something in school, and after 5 years, you haven't gone back to school, you haven't taken any courses, and you want to go for graduate school. It's going to be difficult for you to remember those things, basic statistics, basic accounting, maybe it's an engineering course or mathematics. It's very difficult for you because now you're thinking about money, you're thinking about other things. And you might want to ask that, what if I've spent 5 years working, I have 5 years experience, or I have 7 years, 10 years experience, can't I go to graduate school? That's a conversation for another day. So I'm going to be talking about doing another video specifically for those people that have spent quality time in the industry and they want to transition to graduate school. So watch out for that video. But today, specifically, I'm talking about when is the best time to apply to graduate program. So, and why I said maximum of 2 years, or maybe during your program, is that it's easy for you to remember those courses and think about how they apply to what you want to do, and it's easy for them to judge you based on that, and it's even easy for you to find reference. And personally, I think it's easy for you to transition when you have no work. Let's take for instance someone who studied biochemistry, and you got a job as a banker, and you've been doing accounting and day-to-day tasks. It's not even related to what you studied in school, and you've worked in the bank for you've worked hard and you have good recommendations, and 5 years you have been in the banking industry and you're doing great, and you want to go back to school. So what do you want to study in your graduate school? Do you want to do a master's or a PhD in banking, or you want to go back to school to do biochemistry? So it becomes difficult for you, and it becomes difficult to relate what you have done in school, maybe during your undergraduate program or during your master's program, to what you have actually been doing after school. It's not related. So think about this. It's different for somebody who graduated and you are doing something related to what you actually studied in school. In my case, I had my master's degree 1 year after I finished my bachelor's, and 6 years after my master's degree, I got my admission for PhD. So, but during those 6 years, I was doing something related to my course. I was in the construction industry. I was volunteering as a teacher. I was, helping with writing papers, reviewing papers. I've been connecting between the industry and the academic. So when I wanted to do my PhD, I tailored my statement of purpose to, to relate to what I've been doing during my work experience, which is very connected to my undergraduate research and my master's research. So it was easy for me to transition, and it was easy for me to convince the graduate school that I can bring all this experience and all this learning into the graduate program. So it's different. So if that is your case, that is fine. Experience matters a lot when you're going into graduate program. But if that is not the case, maybe you study chemistry and you are working as a front desk officer for a company or a data analyst, and you studied something entirely different in your undergraduate or your master's program, it's going to be difficult for you to transition into graduate school. And they look at these things, even despite the fact that you think that it doesn't matter, or maybe you can convince them or write an SOP. It's difficult for them to think like you are thinking. So, and it's even difficult for you to even find someone who's going to write a recommendation letter. So I don't know what you want to do. Maybe you want to go into graduate program based on what you studied in your undergraduate, or based on your work experience. So you want to think about these things. So the best time to apply to graduate program is while you're still in school. Start thinking about it, and maximum, I say, 2 years after your graduate program. So watch out for the next video. I'm going to be talking about if you're in a situation where you have been in the industry, you're doing something totally different from what you studied in school, how to go about it and get admission into graduate program. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, so please do so, and subscribe, like, and if you think this video is going to help somebody that you love or care about, do well to share it with them. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.